Hello everyone and welcome back to Acei Urban Planner here in the city of DIXTINTIA, and yes, it survived to the latest update. If you have been following my channel, you know that when these major updates comes out and break all the mods, I tend to kill the series and start one all over again. But since I'm very in love with DIXTINTIA and I really want to get this city to grow as big as I can, I decided to go to the workshop and visit the discussion tab where all the people put a ton of stuff where they say this mod that is not gonna be updated once again should be replaced by this one, and you should stop using this one and use this instead. And they give us all the information. They even tell us be patient because this mod is gonna be updated in 2 days, I don't know what. But yeah, they have a ton of information that you should be paying attention. If you are playing modded like me, you should be paying attention to the discussions because that's where you get all the information that maybe will help you save your city if you have been going through these major updates of the game. And talking a little bit about this episode and what's gonna be happening here, I decided to build a part of the city inspired on a major project that is happening right now in the middle of the desert that is called the line. The line, I'm gonna be explaining you in a brief. I'm gonna take a few moments to explain you what is all that, but it's the major inspiration for this part here that we're gonna be building in today's episode. So keep on here, pay a little bit of attention because it's gonna be very interesting. So let's go into the episode. But right before we start, you should remember that we post Cities Skylines at least weekly. We didn't do it last week because of the update, but I tend to post at least once or twice a week. So if you like Cities Skylines, this is the correct channel to be subscribed to because we do a ton of beautiful things with that game. So don't forget to subscribe, and when you finish watching this episode, you should give us a thumbs up or thumbs down so we know if you are thinking that we should do things different or if we can do things the same way. So let's start with today's episode. Okay, let's talk about the inspiration for today's build, that is a city called The Line that is being developed in the middle of a province called Tabuk in Saudi Arabia by a company called Neon. And it is supposed to be a linear, a smart city that will be designed to have no cars, no street, and no carbon emission. It's gonna be 170 kilometers long, which is gonna place it as the longest building on Earth, and it's part of the Saudi Vision 2030. One thing important to know about the project, it was supposed to be costing $500 billion. That was the first estimate, but the update of the estimate, they say that it will cost double the amount of that. The city or the building, because it's gonna be like a single building, it's gonna be 170 kilometers long, as I told you. It's gonna have 200 meters wide and it's gonna be 500 meters tall. So it's gonna be situated as one of the tallest buildings on Earth. And in the inside, they are gonna have like a few sub-buildings that will be albergating a lot of people that will live in there. There's gonna have a lot of working places, shopping malls, a lot of parks and stuff like that. And they are selling that like if you living here, you're gonna be very near to all your schools, university, shopping malls, workplaces, in just a 10-minute walk. And if you need to go to the farthest point of the city, you can go through the mass transit that will take you from one point to the other in just 20 minutes. It's gonna be a very fast because you're talking about 170 kilometers long. Looks like something came out of science fiction. It looks like something impossible. The outside of the building is gonna be coated in mirrors, or I don't know, but in the renderings looks like a giant mirror. So you're gonna have this huge 170 kilometers long by 500 meters tall mirror in the middle of the desert. One of the main features that they are selling that it will have is that it's not gonna be very impactful on its environment, but I think that it's gonna be the contrary, because if you have, let's say, goats living in one side, if they want to go to the other side, they're gonna have to walk 170 kilometers east and then go 170 kilometers west to go across, maybe to get to better pastures or to their water sources. It's not gonna be something very natural, environment friendly. And imagine all the birds that are gonna be flying to that giant mirror that they don't know what it is, and they are gonna be dying every day. So it's gonna be something very crazy what they are going to be doing in here. And here in the city of DIXTINTIA, we're gonna have this sort of line that is gonna be like a scaled down version that will have residential area, commercial area, workplaces, shopping malls, and a huge mass transit system that will go under the main floor. And we're gonna provide like this open area that is gonna be like a huge park to the citizens that are gonna be coming here. And we're gonna try to make what's supposed to be like a small version but more reliable of the line. We are also deciding to put these giant mirrors in the outside as well, because there's no line without giant mirrors. You know, this is like the main feature of the project called the Night. But I decided to make a few changes. The first change is that we're not gonna go as tall as they are dreaming to go in real life. We are going to provide people access across the line in few points, because you cannot take the whole length of the project to divide the city, and we're not gonna be having like this huge city divided in two, or maybe we're not gonna place this in the middle of the desert. This is gonna be in the middle of the city as it's supposed to be. So we're gonna be doing some changes, but the thing is that I am making this with a ton of details, a ton of procedural objects, and I don't know if this is going to be something that will work, but at the end we're gonna see if we can succeed in making people move here, work here, shop here, and come and visit this place and to have like enjoyable time. Alright everyone, here we are at the final part of the episode where I give you an overview of what we have been working in here, and I'm gonna leave that to the end because I want to show you this part that is the big build that we have made. And it all starts with the tram that we are working on in here. This is going to be like the start of the tram, because I am planning to make a second stage in here, maybe a third stage, and we can fill a lot of this part of the city, and then the tram will come out like maybe over here and we'll go around the city and we'll pick up more people to bring it to this area, and people that lives in here maybe can go to work over there. Overall, I am very happy with what we have done in here. This is matching all my expectation. People are coming in and out from the elevator and they are walking all around the middle here. That's what I like. We have a few people using this hallway in here, and we have a ton of people using that one. And the main thing that I would like to have in here is a lot of movement. The only thing that I think that I am missing is that where I put the service cubes of entertainment, all the people are under there. You can see a bunch of people here, and here. They are just under the blocks that provide entertainment. Maybe I will find out the way how to get all these people to stay in here. You can maybe see in a moment where people can come stop in here, like this one. Maybe now he's walking around, but if people stop here, they last like a 10 seconds and then they go down, and that's what I don't want to continue watching in here. But yeah, overall I am very happy with that build. This is supposed to be like my version of the line. It's a lot smaller. You know that the line is supposed to be a huge building, 500 meters high and 200 meters wide. This is for me a more reliable thing to do in what the line should be. And the other part of the episode is this stadium that I included here. This is coming from the new content creator pack, and I would love to watch it working because I would like to see the little people playing baseball here and all the people sitting in the stands and stuff like that. I even added a few props, the King Consora logo, just to make it feel like they have bought the rights to have their name in here. And they are trying to make the Pepsi company feel like, yeah, we are the boss over here. You just coming to invade our space. But yeah, this is gonna be very fun when we have an actual game coming on in here. But I really think that the guys that created that content creator pack made a great work in here. So that's gonna be it for today's episode. As I always tell you, we post Cities Skylines content at least once a week. If you like Cities Skyline content, you should be here. So subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button, and if you're here, it means that you have seen the whole episode, so you can decide if you can give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. That will always help because I would like to know if I'm doing things right. So it's gonna be until the next episode. See you there. Bye bye.